Hello everyone and welcome to the final round of Season 6 of the Multi-Class Endurance Championship. And with championships still to be decided on all platforms, including a 4-way fight in Xbox GT3, I'm pretty much 100% certain it's going to be an exciting end to the season. We finish up on the same track that we've ended all seasons with the North Loop, the longest and most demanding circuit on the calendar. Every time we do this, it allows the championship protagonists to battle amongst themselves for a while before finally meeting other classes later in the race. Although there is also the tricky shared section in the middle of the circuit to navigate safely as well. It's the perfect test for the final round, and we're almost guaranteed to see that lap record from last season be absolutely destroyed today by our GT1 cars this time around. Back in Season 1, our GT1 car for the finale was the Massacro, a pretty competent sports car that would achieve a lap time of around 5 minutes around here. But for this race, all of our GTs will be dipping under that 5-minute barrier, and our GT1s will be getting close to 4 minutes, which is a remarkable indicator of how things have progressed since Season 1, which of course took place 12 years ago now. And for our cars, we have GT1s in the FMJ MK V, GT2s in the Firebolt ASP, and GT3s in the Tampa GT. And it has just started to rain, so this is going to be a very interesting race to start off with on Xbox, especially when we've got these championships to deal with. When it comes to the grid order for GT1, it's basically the grid order is the championship order for the drivers coming into this final round. So it's based on where they are in the championship individually, different for each GT. It's not based on your teams. Obviously, thank you as always to Dynamite for the graphics that we have for the grid orders and the animation at the start for the track map. Yeah, it's different for every GT. So as you can see, U2 are on pole position because Veloce is leading the championship, and that's not obviously the same for every other GT. It's all based on the drivers for this one. We got Ron on pole position for the Tampas because RJ Slow is leading the championship. We'll get into all the championship permutations in a short while because Xbox is probably the most interesting championship finale we've got, with the various permutations that we have for the championships. I'll show the championship tables as well. Let me just get my way there. We have MB Hammer in the commentary booth. Welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am too. Very excited. Get cracking though. Stop the yapping so we can get as much of this rain as possible, right?
That was a very
all right. I'm doing my best. I mean, they're still gridding up, so you know, I'm making my way there.
I feel a little slighted by that, but whatever.
RDT also joining us for the final round.
Hello.
Welcome. Are you excited?
I could not be more excited for this.
Considering you've been a GT3 aficionado this season, I bet you're excited for the finale here as well, because this is going to be an exciting.
I am. A lot of
to the
people in contention, a lot of points to be had. It's going to be an interesting race to keep an eye on.
Let's have a look at the championship tables coming into the final round of the season.
He's a scumbag. He's an absolute scumbag.
We have. Oh, in the overall teams championship, Los Santos Customs are pretty much dominating. It's going to be very difficult for them to lose their overall victory, I think. But we'll see. It would take a big jump in points for Presivex 24/7 and Globo to overhaul them. But when it comes to the Xbox side, GT1 Elite CB66 has already taken the championship victory. It's battle over second place now between Turtle Boy and Jay, and then a battle over fourth place for the rest. But Elite has already been crowned. He's got an unassailable lead at the top of the standings. Can't be said for GT2 though. Yeah, I forgot to mention. As a follow-up to last week, Turtle Boy lost his second place. Farks ended up getting that second place after a re-entry like that, got penalised for it. And that gave Farks the win in last week's race. Veloce is in prime position to take the win in GT2. However, if Screaming Skull wins the race, there's nothing Veloce can do. So it's a battle between the two of them. Hyperia's at this point and Specky in third and fourth are battling for third place in the championship. They can't overhaul Veloce or Screaming Skull. If Screaming Skull wins and Veloce is fourth or lower, then he will also win the championship. Any other situation and Veloce takes that championship victory in GT2. And then in GT3, we've got RJ Slow leading the way, but there's only 8 points from first down to fourth. There are a lot of different permutations for GT3. This is the most exciting one and the one we're going to focus on the most throughout the course of the race. Basically, if RJ Slow finishes first or second, he wins the championship. Whackage can win. Whackage, Master, and Pre-Shot can win the championship as long as they win the race and RJ Slow finishes lower than a certain positions. It's an interesting one, and we'll talk about it more as we go through. But that's it. We got on the team's championship's really close as well. I totally forgot. Richard's Majestic in first place, down to Ron in fourth place. There's only 15 points separating them, and with 36 up for grabs for the teams, it's gonna be close on that as well. Any of the top 4 teams can realistically take the win there. And maybe even Global in fifth. It's close. So yeah, we gotta keep all that in mind. But we've got a lot of drivers all ready to go, all gridded up. And let's get this show on the road. The final round.
I'm hyped.
I'm hyped.
Let's go.
Very excited dog too.
Yeah, they like to bark outside at the worst times. Not my dog.
Your dog was literally barking before you started streaming.
Yeah, she was a little bit, yeah.
She was. All right, flares away. Elite leading us off for this epic tour around historic North Loop. Here we go.
It is historic. Here they come. And Elite converts that pole position. Oh, big crash in front. Oh, massive crash. All sorts of chaos in the rain.
Quicks going flying, taking out a few others.
Absolute idiots! What are you
punted in the
doing?
rear, I think.
All right, let's go to the GT2s in the Firebolt ASP. Veloce, very good start for Veloce. Screaming Skull's getting turned around, hit. Oh, it's a mess there. Screaming Skull, not what he wanted as a championship contender. They've all had issues in I wonder what the Tampa GTs are going to do in GT3, because yeah, that wasn't the greatest start for either of the championship might be over already.
And they're off.
There go the Tampas into the first corner, having to brake very early, but RJ Slow again converts the pole position. So the pole position has been converted for all of our championship contenders. Like I said, the grid order was set by the championship order, so whoever's leading the championship coming into the final race is on pole position for the final race. GT3 did get the cleanest start. Well done, GT3.
RJ Slow with a crash.
Oh, we've had a disconnection with
RJ Slow.
Oh
with
yeah,
a crash.
big crash from RJ Slow.
after converting that great start as well.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh, Master riding up the side of a mountain. This is going to be a treacherous drive.
I didn't even see what happened. He bonked the tree, RJ Slow. Okay. And then Hyperia's has gone offline completely. Okay, it's all kicking off. So that basically, okay, we've got a lot of a lot of title permutations that have just happened in this short space of time. But we'll talk about it. Here come the FMJs through my position as RJ Slow almost hits another car there. Turtle Boy has taken over the lead in GT1 from Elite.
Oh yeah.
Those FMJs are flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. 4-minute lap times is absolutely
That's
insane.
wild. They've almost finished the first half of the lap.
The whole race.
Just as GT3 have just completed that same section of track.
Yeah.
That's insane.
All right, in our GT2s, it looks like there's a massive lead for Veloce. We saw all the crashing that happened at the start for Screaming Skull. Veloce has... There's the gap. So those are our 2 championship protagonists in 1st and 2nd. Our 2 reserve drivers in 3rd and 4th of Mixman and RBS. And then we'll see the GT3s come past as well. But championship implications with all the chaos and carnage
Overtake on the hairpin. Nord and Grizzly Dust are going at the moment in GT2.
So I'm gonna have to. We'll have to leave Hyperius as perspective. I can get rid of it. Okay. So Whackage is leading the way. Copyright 2nd. Pre-shot 3rd. Master 4th. Ferrugia 5th. That's the main group. There's GTA Men. Where is RJ Slow?
Okay.
RJ 25th place, and what does that convert to?
This is
8th?
a big gap. Oh, there he is. So, wow. That is 8th place, I think, yes. So, first of all, one crash can lose you so much time, you're not wrong. So, Hyperia's unfortunately disconnected from GT2. Which basically means that the Ron team have no chance of winning the team's championship, I would say, because you would need all 3 drivers to score very well. Let me get some audio, some car audio.
Don't use pre-shots.
There we go. So that solves one championship situation. GT2 championship, it's between Veloce and Screaming Skull, as I mentioned at the start. Veloce has a pretty sizable lead at this point, and Screaming Skull is in 2nd. Obviously, they started 1st and 2nd, but we saw Screaming Skull have quite a lot of crashing going on in that first segment. Let's see them. They should be passing through me again very shortly, these GT2s. Let's see if the gap's been noticeably changed. Oh,
Jeez.
There's Veloce.
Some contact between Mazda and pre-shot.
And there's Screaming Skull. So that's the gap that we need to monitor for the GT2 championship. And then the rest of the GT2s are going crazy. Holy moly. And that's the... I'm making sure to focus on this all-9 perspective at the minute, because we've got the 2 championship protagonists in GT2, and then we've also got our 4 championship protagonists in GT3. So they're in championship order. RJ Slow is our championship leader, then Whackage, Master and Pre-Shot. I'll bring up the permutations for GT3 later on, but ultimately it's kind of winner takes all, as long as RJ Slow finishes low enough for the others to have that situation be the case. And as they come past me once more, there's your... Oh, Whackage is in the lead. Oh, the shed section's playing a part already. Holy moly. I didn't think it would happen that quickly. That's how fast these GT1s are. There's RJ Slow. So RJ Slow is currently in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place. Yes, thank you. GT1's going to lap the GT3s about every 4 to 5 laps.
Oh my god!
22 lap race.
To freaking space! He just launched again. RJ is having a tough time around the North Loop.
No way, this is like a championship capitulation. I know what these are like. So RJ slows back down to 8th then.
Yep, back down to 8th. If you're watching GT3 streams, just add 3 to the end of the current position to get their actual position. Like 25th.
And take off 20, yeah.
Yeah, take off 20, obviously.
So let's see. The permutations. Ultimately for GT2, it's winner takes all. We've got Veloce in 1st, Screaming Skull in 2nd. If Screaming Skull can catch up and overtake Veloce, he'll win the championship. If Veloce can maintain that lead, he'll win the championship. That's ultimately that. So that one's easy. in GT3, which is where we've got the 4 perspectives on the screen at the moment, the championship permutations are as follows. Pre-shot will become champion if they win and RJ Slow is 4th or lower, which he is right now. Master becomes champion if they win the race and RJ Slow is 5th or lower. Wackage is the champion if they win the race and RJ Slow is 3rd or lower. And Wackage will also be the champion if he's 2nd place with RJ Slow 6th or lower, which he is right now. Any other result apart from those and RJ Slow is the champion. But at the moment, with Wackage winning the race at the moment, he's leading the way in first place for GT3 as the shared section is playing a part once again with our GT1s coming through. Look at how fast those FMJs are.
Jeez.
So because Wackage is leading the race, RJ Slow has to get to 2nd to win this championship. That's ultimately what it is. And with RJ Slow being down in
6th now.
He's now in 6th place. If Pre-Shot or Master can take that lead away from Wackage, they will win the championship. So it's kind of in a win. It's been the most exciting possibility for GT3 possible that RJ Slow's had a nightmare because
he keeps having issues on that section.
Oh no, he's back down in 8th again.
Yeah.
Oh. RJ was taken out this time, I guess, by a GT1 in the shared section.
That's what it appeared, yeah.
Right, let me swap some perspectives then. So, Turtle Boy is leading the way in GT1. Let's hide some perspectives in GT1.
They are just slinging these GT1s around these corners.
It is quite something to watch. Who is in 6th? R2X, okay.
Ooh, Asta taken out. Seems like the only one that's having a good race in GT3 right now is Wackage. Just keeping it calm, cool, collected, and on the track.
Doing what he needs to do, basically.
That's, yeah.
Alright, there's our GT2 sorted. And we've got all the perspectives for GT3, but let's just focus on our 4 championship protagonists for the moment.
Looks like Pre-Shot was able to get around copyright.
Wackage has a 9-second lead ahead of Pre-Shot, who's in 3rd. Faruja is 6th. Faruja's 4 seconds ahead of Pre-Shot, and therefore 5 seconds back from Wackage in the lead. Okay. By the way, thank you guys for the donations. I also saw there was a super chat which was before the stream, so it's not showing up anywhere on the screen. But thank you very much. I will catch up with them all after the race, obviously, like I normally do, in between the 2 races, let's say. So, and sorry for the choppiness at the start. That was the best intro to one of these streams, though. We finally got it right for round 8.
You might have done, but I've had an absolute nightmare. So.
Oh no, I just slow again.
Not again.
Can we just take this section out for him?
Oh my lord.
Oh my goodness.
He is really not getting on with the Tampa GT.
Oh, certainly is not.
So, this round is HSW. That means we have, for the 2nd time this season, a proper, true multi-class race. Obviously, we had a multi-class race with the Tuners round on Olympic GP for round 2. That was a sports car, a muscle car, and a sedan. This time, we also have a multi-class race because the FMJ is in the Supers class, the Firebolt is in the Off-Roads class, and the Tampa is in the muscle class. But because we're doing an HSW race, we can have them all together in the HSW all class, subclass if you like. So we're ending the season with a proper multi-class race, and they're all very difficult. Obviously, HSW cars with the speeds that they, like I said at the start, all of these GTs are going faster around the lap than our GT1 car from season 1. So it's crazy how things have developed over the years and the speeds have increased. But I would say the Tampa GT, our GT3 car, is probably the hardest. It's got the highest top speed of all 3 cars. It's got the 3rd highest top speed of any car in the game, and it has no brakes and no grip. So
fantastic! What a combination, especially in the rain. No wonder.
No
RJ
wonder.
Slow was having issues.
Yeah. So all of these cars are a true test for our championship protagonists in the final round. Not just the cars themselves, but on the North Loop as well, as we see someone go off on RJ's perspective. It is usually always the perfect testing ground and proving ground for our championship protagonists, the North Loop, as our final race of the season. And that is certainly the case with these HSW cars this round. But at the moment, I can't see any way that RJ Slow would have to have the most monumental comeback in history.
Yeah,
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, they have.
No.
Pre-shot.
Massive gets ahead of pre-shot. But this is a little... although the GT1s are coming up to lap the GT3s now. It's a little... what's the word? Like... pre-shot was very, very all over the place on that section.
Tokyo drifting.
Still drifting.
There. Yeah.
And here come the GT1s. You can see them from RJ Slow's perspective. Turtle Boy, your GT1 leader. Elite
A wise
getting
prophet
slowed up a
once
little
said,
bit.
though, slight drifting is the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, we've got the Mark 5s coming through RJ Slow's perspective at the moment.
I will say the Tampa GT lap times are quite close to the Season 1 Massacro times. That's really crazy. Our GT3 car is similar lap times to our GT1 car from Season 1. Oh, Master now makes a mistake.
Oh, Master,
But
yeah.
with all pre-shots drifting, he can't take advantage of it. This is... I mean, you hate to see it. As our championship leader, RJ Slow had so many ways to win this championship, and doing what he's doing is definitely not one of them. The thing is with GT3, there's very ups and downs, I think, between a lot of the drivers. Sometimes the car and the class will... I mean, RDT, you're a GT3 expert from past seasons. Like, did you find that
Indeed.
there were certain cars and tracks that would just suit you really well, and then others where you were really far off? Because it seems like there's a wide variety with GT3, whereas other GT2s and GT1s, you tend to might get the same sort of people in the top few spots every time, whereas GT3 has a lot more variability with that.
For sure. I was actually going to ask you that question because after you had mentioned that the Tampa is the most difficult car to drive, the idea, not to belittle anyone, everyone is great in this championship, but the idea is that the GT1s are the best drivers, GT2s would be the second best drivers, and then GT3s would be the third best, right?
That is the idea. And I know where you're going with this, but I'll let you finish the question before I answer it.
Yeah. So when you put the quote-unquote worst, they're still great and better than I am right now, everyone in the field. When you put the, quote-unquote worst drivers in the hardest car to drive, you're going to have entertaining outcomes because of it.
Oh, absolutely. I thought you were going. I thought your follow-up question was going to be, why did you choose to do that?
That was going to be my question, but because you saw it ahead of time, I decided to abandon.
Yeah, and what Ajaxo is just put in the chat.
Was it just for the memes?
It's just that there was no. Sometimes there's just no other option for GT3. Like the Tampa GT is kind of on its own at the back of the HSW class. It is the slowest, and it's significantly the slowest around a lap. There's not really much else that we could have chosen, really. So, plus it's all, it's a true test, isn't it? Like, the variation of the cars, and especially on the finale.
Oh my goodness, GTA man getting well out of shape on RJ's perspective there.
And
as
then the GT1s are coming through.
Menace trying to get past GTA man there.
The Woodlander was an option, yes, but then it was also much quicker than the Tampa GT, so it wouldn't have had as much of a gap to the Firebolt, and then, it's... Especially on the North Loop, you want to have the biggest gaps possible, so we've got the absolute fastest car from the HSW class, the absolute slowest, and then the Firebolt right in the middle. And that should make it interesting for the lapping, because when the... And I think we can see it now, that on the shared section, halfway around the lap, we've got the GT1s overtaking the GT3s, while the GT2s are also coming through on the other side of the shared section. And then in half a lap's time, when the GT1s catch up to the GT2s, the GT3s will be there as well, also getting lapped. So it's going to be all three of them at the same part of the track. Oh, that was close.
But
RJ Slow losing even more time to GTA man here.
To your original question, and kind of to go along with the same sentiment, I think there are going to be cars that just suit you better as a GT3 driver. And the GT1 drivers, they could drive anything if they wanted to. They just have the skill available to them. So
Master, a mistake. Was it a mistake? Was it a mistake, or was
That's
it
not where
hit?
the road is. You can't park there, mate.
For whatever reason, the Bullet...
I get what you're saying, totally.
North.
Like it takes because the GT3s in general, the idea is they're slower than the GT1s. The GT1s can drive anything, and oh my god, this looks absolutely crazy from pre-shot
Pre-shot just looking backwards
as copyright comes past and the GT1s come past. Holy moly!
That was incredibly brave of copyright. What a move!
Yeah. As
he's got nothing to
RJ
lose.
Slow looks like he was involved in a crash again. Oh my good lord.
Dukes of Hazzard stuff.
It's gone from bad to worse for RJ Slow.
Meanwhile, Wackage is just enjoying.
Everyone
else is
having a good
chaos.
time. And yeah, I mean, with Wackage leading the way, like I said, RJ Slow has to get to second place to win the championship. And that's not looking likely at all. But even if Wackage loses first place and drops down to second, he'll still win the championship as long as RJ Slow's, I think it was 6th or lower, which he currently is. But that's the thing, this could change. This could still, even though it looks like it's championship over, we're not even a third of the way into the race. And all it takes is for Wackage to drop down to second place, right? And then RJ Slow only needs to get to 6th place. And that looks a lot more doable to win the championship.
As much as we love talking about GT3 in this race, just to let you know, there has been a change of the leadership of the entire race because Turtle Boy has pitted.
Okay.
So Elite now into the lead.
Is RJ Slow just gone up the wall again?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Maybe we shouldn't show his
Menace has
perspective
also
anymore.
pitted in GT1.
Struggling with these GT3s. So it looks like in GT2, from my eye in-game, that Veloce has pulled out a gap on Screaming Skull. He's got a 14-second gap almost based on the timing that's just been brought up there. So
That's wild.
Veloce is our championship leader. Screaming Skull needed to win the race to win the championship. We saw the crashes at the start of the race, but the gap wasn't 14 seconds once they settled down. It was definitely less than that. So it looks like Veloce has the pace here. As long as he just keeps doing what he's doing, he will win the GT2 championship. And Screaming Skull in second place will finish in second. So the top two in the championship are the top two in the race. in.
Oh, major copyright getting past Masta now because Masta made a mistake. Major copyright seems to know the car pretty well.
Yeah,
he's
copyright's having a
flying
good
through
race.
now.
Yeah. I mean, there was it wasn't that much chaos for GT3, was it? It was more chaos in the other two classes. As Master, Master's having a. It's interesting. Wackage is the only one of our championship protagonists, our 4 championship protagonists in GT3, who's not having issues
At all.
And that's what you don't.
Crazy.
That's the thing about GT3. You don't expect that from usually where you get to the final round, the end of the season. Your championship protagonists, whether it's 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, you've expected that they're in that position because they've been able to handle the situation throughout the course of the season. They can handle any car that comes their way, any track that comes their way. But then you come on North Loop in HSW cars, and it's a complete 180. And this is actually the first time that GT3 have raced HSW cars all season. So yeah, that's just the nature of GT3, and that's why we love it, and that's why it's super exciting to watch the championship situation. Faruja looks like 6.5 seconds back from Wackage, so that hasn't really changed that much. So Faruja's still a threat to Wackage.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time. That is 1 crash.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's still an hour of race left, essentially.
And you guys have been bigging up Wackage quite a lot, so...
Someone's just gone off the side. There's another position for RJ Slow. So
now he's in 6th.
He's in 6th. So now he's in the position where if Wackage loses the lead and finishes 2nd, RJ Slow will win the championship. Oh, those gaps. He's 30 seconds back from 5th. RJ Slow. Holy moly. Faruja's finishing position is big for the teams as well. Yeah, so the teams championship on Xbox. Let's bring it back up, actually.
So I've just rearranged my perspectives a little bit. So I've got Wackage at top left, Faruja top right. Bottom left is major copyright, and bottom right is pre-shot. So
the team's championship is between Richards Majestic and Los Santos Customs. Really, you two, Ron, we've already decided, we've already said Ron aren't really in it anymore after the early disconnection from Hyperia's. U-Tool are a little bit too far back, although Veloce is currently leading GT2 for U-Tool, so that's a good haul of points there. But Elite is in the top 2 positions for Los Santos Customs, but then Turtle Boy is our leader technically for GT1. He's Richards Majestic. Faruja is also Richards Majestic, currently in 2nd place for GT3.
Oh, big crash for copyright! He's off the side of the mountain!
Oh.
Yikes, that was pre-shot through.
Yeah, and Masta.
But not RJ Slow.
No. Not yet. But, it can happen to anybody on this track.
The pit stop situation, I imagine not many have taken their stop. It's quite tricky on North Loop when it comes to the pit stops, because...
So it's just GT1 that have pitted. Farks, Menace, and Turtle Boy have all taken their first stops.
It's because the track is so long, you're only allowed to pit on lap 5 or after, so 5 laps is actually almost a quarter of the way into the race. So and then for the GT2s and the GT3s, it's a lot further into the race before they're allowed to pit for the first time, and then you've got to condense your 2 pit stops into that short amount of time. So let's see them all come past me. There's Elite in the lead. Master, almost a crash at the shared section.
just as you said that, Wackage went a little bit wide on the where the first lap diverges to the left-hand side of the map.
Right.
But nothing major.
Nothing major. I just saw it very close on Jay's perspective in GT1. Holy moly.
Jeez,
Was he
Master.
passing Master? So from Master's perspective, that would have just seen a blur come past him in front of him before he turned in.
Yeah.
Holy moly. There is an art to the shared section and managing it without crashing whilst maintaining speed. But at this first part, it is on those who are driving forward.
Interestingly, folks, Faruja is creeping up to the back of Wackage now.
Ooh. See, that could change
Getting
things
closer.
for, like, that has implications for the team's championship and also the drivers' championship in GT3.
Yeah, Wackage has been making a little bit of mistakes just here and there. Nothing major, but Faruja's kept it on the road, so...
Bit of nerves, maybe, do you think?
Maybe creeping in.
Have we got any pit
Maybe,
stops?
hopefully
We
he's not
got no
listening
pit
to
stops
us.
in GT2, right? Yet?
None yet in GT2.
Oh, I missed it, damn it. Screaming Skull put
GT3
the
has
times.
updated to show Major Copyright and Ed for Life having a pit stop. I didn't see Major Copyright having a pit stop, but maybe I'm a little bit behind. No. Okay, well,
In other news,
Major Copyright and Ed for Life apparently have had a pit stop. To be fair, Copyright's car is looking a wee bit cleaner, so...
oh yeah, that gap between Wackage and Faruja's definitely come down as they've gone past me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wow,
saying.
okay.
Faruja's on a mission.
So GT2, I don't know, it feels like the gap has closed down a little bit in GT2 at the lead, but not enough to be a worry at the moment for Veloce in the championship lead. So we'll turn our attention back to GT3.
Faruja definitely got Wackage in his sights.
So what if we swap out the perspective of Wackage for Faruja? Since we can see Wackage from Faruja's perspective.
Version of pink tire smoke.
I don't know.
Is that a penalty? Is that a 20-second penalty?
It's definitely a penalty unless it's his first infraction. Which would be a warning. We've had penalties dished out for tyre smoke earlier in the season, actually. It can be distracting if you've got an annoying colour on there or whatever.
I'm being asked by Benny in chat, Bruff, if you've stood on the piece of grass where GT1 can fly directly over him for a camera shot.
I am planning to go there momentarily. In fact, I'm on my way.
Fantastic. Fantastic. He's on his way, Benny.
Thing is, I don't want to go directly underneath where the cars are going to go because not all of the GTs can make that jump, I think, and I'm just going to get hit by some of the others, maybe.
Oh
And I also
my
don't wanna be
goodness, what a
That
crash
is a
for pre-shot.
Big crash for pre-shot.
Upside down.
Holy moly.
My goodness.
Our championship protagonists in GT3 all having issues if your name isn't Wackage.
Some might call him an antagonist of the championship.
Right, where am I going? I'm going to go over the mountains. Maybe we should have some GT3 audio instead of GT1 audio, since that's our focus. There we go.
Pre-shot going for his pit now. Probably a
Yep.
good idea.
Yeah. Bit of a reset. A third
Get
of
a
the race
good idea of
down.
where you stand.
The thing is, another thing with GT3 is that it can change so quickly. Yeah, there's only 5 seconds now between Faruja and Wackage.
And for life forced to respawn.
Just takes one hit from a faster GT, one mistake with this tricky Tampa. Doesn't take much, and then it all changes. You lose a boatload of time.
The tricky Tampa.
Okay. Close to where I need to be. Going over the hills was definitely a good idea. Got me there a lot quicker. So I just lost Stu in 6th, isn't he?
Ooh, copyright with a bit of an issue. He's not moving. I think his controller went bad.
Oh no.
He's back. Nope.
Here come the GT2s lapping the GT3s, which means that the GT1s are also going to be coming around very shortly too, and we're going to have all 3 classes at the same on the same part of the track, which is going to be spicy.
Pre-shot now under pressure from copyright. So this battle has now resumed. Will copyright copyright just muscling his way through in the muscle car.
Some good side-by-side action down the hill. Look at them
Look
drifting
at that,
around as the
while the
GT2 leader
coming
comes
through.
past.
That's interesting. Copyright did something similar to was it Mazda when the GT1s were coming through, using them as a bit of camouflage to try and get through the back maybe. Oh, pre-shot a little bit unsettled there on the grass.
You can do that as a lower GT. Try to follow a faster GT through. It's back up to almost 6 seconds between Wackage and Ferrugia. It seems like they've got similar pace.
He must have been, copyright well out of shape.
And then it's not as if pre-shot can take much avoiding action because the car just doesn't have the grip for it.
Plus it's the size of a boat.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing. I don't know if Wackage is listening to us in the commentary booth, but yeah, seems to have fairly put the foot down now, because I don't think Ferrugia's made many mistakes from what I can see. I think Wackage is just locked in a little bit more.
6 seconds is nothing though.
It's true.
Yeah, I just slow. Holy.
Copyright getting a little bit out of shape over the jump there, allowing pre-shot to come through. No major copyright is very reckless through the bottom section here, so we'll see if he goes for it. Oh no, out of shape again. I don't think he's going to be able to make the run.
Thank you very much for all those gift subs, Dasbos, and I will properly say thank you later on in between the races, but yeah, that's craziness. Thank you very, very much.
Has RDT left us for a bit?
I don't know, actually.
I think so, yeah.
Oh wow, look at the track map. This shows it. All our drivers are on one half of the circuit. There's an entire half of the circuit that isn't getting used because they're all in the same place. So this is about to get spicy. And leading the way there is Farks. They're going to be coming this way, I think. Yeah, straight past. So who's... Let's see. It's Wackage and Ferrugia, isn't it? We're about to... Okay.
Yeah,
Look at this
we have
mess.
had a flurry of pit activity as well, just to keep you updated. So Quicks and J-Post have both made their stops in GT1. Mixman, Specky, F50 and Nord have made their stops in GT2.
Speaking of Nord, I just saw him crash in front of me.
GT3 remains the same.
That was weird. I just got kicked out.
Oh no.
Welcome back.
Hello.
RJ Slow pitting. So RJ Slow gained a place. Was that from copyright pitting? Yeah. Okay, so RJ Slow's pulled into copyright now. And therefore also pre-shot.
Yeah, RJ Slow has pitted, just to let you know, within the last few minutes.
So this has been a pretty decent comeback so far. The problem he's got is that Whackage is winning, really. As pre-shot crashes again.
Beautiful.
So let's see these GT1s, because they're now having to pass GT2s and GT3s. What's our
pretty
we've got a
sure.
battle over the
Gone for a
lead in
crash again.
GT1 between our GT4 champion and the secondary champion. No, GT4 second place Cinchino. Mixman was our GT4 champion. Cinchino takes over the lead. What's the pit stop situation in GT1?
Who do you want?
Cinchino, Elite, Jay, and Turtle Boy.
Cinchino hasn't. Elite hasn't, and R2X hasn't. Everybody else has.
Okay. So that'll be interesting to see when these two pit, where they're going to come out. But we have a battle for the lead in GT1. Reserve driver and GT1 champion in first and second at the moment, respectively.
This car is so fast. It's like watching on fast forward compared to GT3.
Yeah, it's
it's
unreal,
insane.
isn't it?
It's insanity.
It's so fast.
It's like watching a rocket ship race against a steamboat.
Considering the
It really
previous
is.
lap record was a 4-minute 19, I think, and these are setting. That was from the Emirates in GT1 in season 5, one of the, the fastest non-HSW supercars still, and these guys are setting 4-minute lap times, almost 3-minute 50 something.
That's wild.
Let's see them on this jump, because these roads weren't made for these cars. Veloce in the GT2 gets a bit of height, but
Free shot.
look at those
is
GT1s.
Unrecoverable. Oh no.
What happened?
Free shot.
Having
He
issues.
is off the track and sliding on his roof towards a creek.
Oh,
He's
no.
just climbing a hill now, trying to get back on track.
Do you think
Yeah.
PC will break the 4-minute barrier? I don't know. I think it would take I think it's probably possible that PC could go under 4 minutes on a hot lap situation if someone put enough time into it. But I don't think with 2 days of practice and in the race, I don't think so. Breaking 4 minutes around here would be ridiculous. Look at them fly. Yeah, these roads weren't made for...
Who's Masters on the
Masters!
track?
Oh my god.
That was a quick respawn. That
Sure
was a
was.
quick respawn.
I think, do you know what? I think it's acceptable.
I think that's
It's
a
the only
fair-
time where
I
it's
think that's a
acceptable to
fair
respawn
respawn.
quickly if you go off the cliff.
Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough.
RJ Slow goes
And,
up ahead
I mean-
of copyright now as well.
We've seen a
Um,
few of our drivers go off the cliff and just drive back on, but realistically, that crash that we just saw was still continuing as he was respawning. So, I think it's completely fair.
So, as I'm guessing, yeah, pre-shot pitted, didn't he? So,
Whackage is pitting from the lead as
okay.
well.
RJ Slow has gotten himself up into 4th place now. And with Master's crash that we just saw, and its respawn, he's probably going to get up into 3rd, I would imagine. Maybe, although there was a big gap. We haven't seen as many crashes from Master as we did with pre-shot and copyright.
Yeah, and as we know, RJ does love his late pit stops, so I don't know how that's going to translate, being, as you explained earlier, with the laps being so long and the pit stop gaps and what. Oh my goodness, was that Specky going off on copyrights?
RJ Slow
perspective
has
there?
done his pit stop already.
Yes, RJ Slow has done his pit
Master's
stop.
just
Master
done
just
his,
pitted as
but
well.
the gap is huge still. Yeah, that respawn from Master basically did nothing. And yeah,
Ferrugia
GTA Men's
taking a
got
bit
past
of the
free
fence
shots,
there.
and now he's going to have to wait for
Pre-shot
that.
and GTA Man getting into a bit of a
Turtle Boy's already done
issue.
both stops. Really? That's early.
Yes, correct.
So when I last looked, Turtle Boy and Jay were very close together. Jay, in currently third place, was actually following Turtle Boy. So it's... But now we've got fourth place in GT1 has done 2 stops. Third place has done 1 stop. And first and second have done no stops, right? Elite and Cinchino still haven't done a stop.
Elite, Shinchino hasn't done any stops, and Elite has done 1.
Oh, okay. So Elite is comfortably ahead of Jay and Turtle Boy, basically.
We're talking about GT1.
So it's Cinchino and Elite who are battling for the win, it looks like, at the moment. But Alok and Cinchino, they're so fast, these cars.
wow. That was a domino effect. RJ bumped into Copyright, and then Copyright bumped into a GT1. This is an exciting race.
So RJ is back down in 5th place now then.
It's all going on.
And we will get to see what this race is like from a GT2 perspective. Because I'm going to be driving in GT2 on PC in the next race.
Right, you know.
So we've seen what a
A
GT3 race is like,
scumbag displaying the
a
pinnacle
GT1
of
race is
scumbaggery.
like, and we'll finish the season with a GT2 race. Thank you, RDT, for the 118 months. I love these commentators.
They're the best, right?
They're so handsome and smart.
It's true.
How much practice? Not enough. I'm going to be way off the pace. Look at these cars flying. The GT3's not so much.
What just happened?
Oh, please. Oh, you're dead.
Oh my god! Oh, someone please go clip that from Wackage's stream.
Whackage.
Oh, it was on
Whackage.
Wackage's stream?
Oh my god.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, I need to see that from Wackage's perspective. That escalated quickly. I was behind the barrier as well, so it's not as if, like... Oh my god. I can't believe I got hit. It was a clean hit right to the face as well.
Wow.
I looked over at your stream just as it happened. I was like, oh.
Oh my god. I hope did Wackage get away with that? I don't know if Wackage is...
He kind of got in. He got hit by a GT1 afterwards, and it was a bit of an event.
Ferrugia's got a swarm of GT1s heading for him right now. Swarm of angry Mark Vs.
I need to see that from Wackage's perspective, definitely.
Whoa!
Oh, what a scumbag!
Now we have an opening for a GT2 LSDWP spot on PCs for since a recent murder just happened. The GT3s don't normally go over that barrier. That's
Oh,
the thing,
Ferrugia
right?
pitting?
Yeah, I think that's smart.
All right, let's see.
Is he going to come out in front of Wackage though? I think. Ooh,
I
it's
think
going to
he will.
be. Oh, I forget. Wackage's stream's like 5 seconds behind for me.
He
definitely
has
has
come out
pink
in
tire
front of
smoke, that.
Wackage.
Oh, he has come out in front of Wackage. There we go.
Would that is
A
that?
battle for the lead.
Yeah, he was already crashing. That moment has changed the championship. Is this the clip? Here we go.
Go whacking.
So I'm about to see myself get my head chopped off. Oh yeah. Okay, so he crashed independently of me. And that time loss has been enough to drop him out of the lead in GT3, which, because RJ Slow is in 5th place now, puts the championship back to RJ Slow.
Wow.
What is this race?
This is a cluster.
I said that earlier as well, like, it just takes Wackage to lose the lead and RJ Slow to not have to have as much, like, that means RJ Slow doesn't have to have as much of a return, if you like.
But also, not to be a narc, I don't want to keep bringing this up and harping on it, and I obviously don't want someone to lose on a technicality, but that pink tire smell, if it is not his first infraction, could give it back to Wackage.
That's what you get when it's so close like this, these championships.
That would be such a crazy just lapse of judgment.
The GT1s on this corner that I'm at now, oh my god.
Such a huge boost from...
I have to wait until they come back around, but holy moly. In fact, this might be a GT1. The speed here... No, it was a GT2. I mean, that was quick enough on its own. What are these three? Are these all GT... Oh, there's... Okay, this is going to be interesting. Look at these 3 wide! Oh! How did they... Wow. As Ferrugia and Wackage come through as well. Okay. This has just got more interesting. Let me just look at the... Wackage is champion if they win with RJ Slow 3rd or lower, or finish 2nd with RJ Slow 6th or lower. So 5th is the minimum that RJ Slow needs to win the championship if Wackage finishes 2nd, and that's currently what's happening.
He looking like he might get
4th from copyright, yeah.
So I'm just looking at the warning list at the moment, and Ferrugia doesn't have any warnings at the moment, just to let you know.
Okay, good. Good.
I mean, as long as he doesn't have 2 infractions in this single race. Otherwise, then he's going to get the warning for one of them, and then a penalty for the next one. Let's have a look back at GT2. Still a massive gap at the front. No real change.
We've got a little bit of a battle between Grizzly Dust and RBS at the moment.
RJ takes 4th
in GT2.
Just as I went away from it, RJ does get up into 4th ahead of Major Copyright. Doesn't really change anything. Well, it solidifies that Wackage needs to win the race. That's ultimately what we've got now. RJ Slow has done enough of a recovery, as long as there's no more major time losses, that Wackage will only win the championship if he wins the race. That finishing 2nd to still win the championship is no longer in play. So Wackage knows what he's got to do. He's got to chase down Ferrugia and take that lead back after that mistake that led to my head getting chopped off.
We've had a few more pit stops. Chinchino has taken their first stop. Farks, Menace and Turtle Boy all taken their 2nd stops. GT2, Mixman and Nord have taken their 2nd stops. Everyone else is on 1. And in GT3, everyone has taken their first stop apart from GTA Min.
Look at these GT1s go past. This is an insane speed. Considering they're on a corner, the cornering speed is just ridiculous.
It's disturbing.
Just gonna stay here a little bit and watch these GT1s as they come past. There's Turtle Boy. Did you say Turtle Boy and Jay have both done 2 stops?
No, Turtle Boy has done 2 stops. Jay has done 1.
Ah, okay. So Turtle Boy's like ahead of Jay, and like Turtle Boy's ahead of Jay on the road and in terms of pit stops as well.
Yeah.
Why do you have 3,000 people watching you right now? I mean, welcome to the MCEC finale. This is
We got
crazy.
Twitch front page. I applied for it for the final round. So
Makes
Oh,
sense.
fun.
welcome everybody to the final round of the GTA Multi-Class Endurance Championship. It started all the way back in 2014, and here we are with the final round of Season 6 in 2026. Turtle Boy must have made a mistake because Jay's just gone back into third place.
I can hear the cogs turning from the audience going, wait a minute. 2026 started in 2014 and we're on season 6. So
Average of one every 2 years? I mean, that's not too bad.
That's not bad.
We just forget the fact that it was 6 years between 5 and 6. And average it out, it's fine.
yeah.
So it looks like our reserve for Ron Cinchino is leading the way in GT1 now. Elite is second. I think Turtle Boy is now going to be comfortably fourth because Jay is now in third. In, let's see, GT2, F50's clawed his way into the podium spot.
God, those
GT2
dogs are
was
going crazy.
ridiculous at the start, but yeah, not an awful lot changing in GT2. That gap is, if anything, extending. Veloce has got the pace and will take the championship as long as this continues. So it's GT3 we need to focus on, really. And really, it's just Wackage's perspective.
Yeah.
Pressure's on Wackage, if you're listening.
He looks closer to Faruja, actually. But they were very close on pace. Like the first 40 minutes of the race, they were between 5 and 6 seconds apart, multiple times.
Yeah. Pre-shot's having the worst race of his life. Oh my goodness.
He wasn't only an
Wow.
outside shot for the championship, to be fair, but you never want your final round to be like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Should we swap him out? We can put copyright in instead.
I've got Faruja, Wackage, Master, and RJ Slow. I want to keep an eye on RJ Slow's recovery.
Yeah, that's the story of the race right now.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't have been surprised if, like, anyone in that same situation just quit.
Yeah.
Like you've had so many issues in the first 20 minutes of the race, crash after crash, issue after issue, just so much time loss in it when you're in a championship leading position. The fact that he's kept going and he's put himself back in position to win the championship.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple perspectives that you can have on it. As pre-shot dive bombs GTA men, and they both crash into the wall. There's multiple perspectives you can have. I know that if I'm in that situation, I'm always going to be thinking, well, if I can crash, anyone can crash.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep my head down and drive my race.
Especially with these cars on this track.
Yep. It was nice to get in the driver's seat in the secondary championship.
Yeah. I
last
was going to
weekend,
ask you about that last week, but you weren't here last week.
Yeah,
how was it? You did a guest drive. Well, you were a proper participant in the secondary championship final round, LSGP, in the Felon GT, right? It's GT5.
It was in the Felon GT. Yeah, it was a lot of fun getting in there.
You have some good
and
battles.
all the things that I talk about on this, the one mistake, the keeping it consistent, it all adds up, all that stuff. It came into play. I don't know, I came like middle of the field. It wasn't too bad. I got some points for myself. It was fun. Made me miss it. Scratch the itch.
Yeah. Shame this is the final ever GTA 5 Xbox MCEC race of all time. You won't get a chance to scratch the itch again.
Not until GT6.
If it ever comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we ever see it. Wackage and Faruja, they are neck and neck.
They sure are. We've got a little bit of a battle coming up. It's heating up in GT3 again. RJ Slow might feel the pressure again.
Can't get a good angle on this hairpin.
As the night rolls in too, this visibility does become an issue.
Oh yeah, Wackage is really raining for a gen at the moment.
We're in the later stages as well. There's only, what, a third of the race left to go. As copyright crashes, so it gets taken out, maybe that was.
Yeah, that was weird. It just happened on my screen.
RJ Slow has managed to avoid his tree again. That tree will forever be named RJ Slow's tree. Regardless of the race
Let's
outcome.
wait for our GT3 leaders to come past us because they're going to be here soon. Got pinched on the bridge. There they are. Wow, they are close. Faruja and Wackage. This is for the championship. If Wackage takes over the lead of the race, he will win the GT3 championship. If he stays in second, as things stand right now, he won't win the championship.
Yeah, Faruja definitely has pink tire smoke.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't work it out for the team's championship. That's the thing. I don't know. Master is on his own in third, by the way. I think there's basically no. Wait, where's the gap? Okay, wow. He's exactly on his own in third. He's 30 seconds behind Wackage in second, and 30 seconds ahead of RJ Slow in fourth. Is Master. So
Goodness gracious.
massive gaps. RJ Slow is not going to do better than fourth in this race unless Master has some major crash. But we've already seen him respawn once, and he's still 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
So, and I can't see RJ Slow losing 2 more positions in these last half an hour. So really, it's all about this battle for the lead in GT3. For Wackage, it's simple. Win the race, win the championship.
Drive to survive.
It is. The race is on.
I also don't want to be a Debbie Downer or like Mr. Rules guy, but I feel like you should say it is technically unofficial until the stewards possibly
It is
get involved.
technically, yeah.
But
There's race reports that happen after the fact, and those need to. I'm planning to do a championship review video at the end of the season to round it all up, reminisce about the championship, highlights, lowlights, talk about it in general. So we will get.
Have a good classic Bruffy yap.
Wow, a GT1 battle. Holy moly, that just went past me. Let's have a look at those. R2X. Let's have some
yeah.
more perspective, shall we?
Right on the back of Aussie, man. Takes Aussie man out!
Take out.
That's a big weight.
It wasn't
and
just
crashes.
that, because Menace was right behind R2X and Quicks was right behind Menace, so there was 4 of them all together, and now there's not.
Yikes.
Alright, well, that's enough of that then.
Yikes. Well, at least we got some action, eh? Everything's pretty quiet in GT2 from what I can see. And GT3, we've got this battle developing between Wackage and Faruja for what will be the title.
I'm pretty sure I just changed the radio. He's like, I can't deal with this. He needs new music.
Oh, Mixman, I just went to his perspective
fair.
as he was having significant issues that were reserved for GT2.
Oh, really?
Let's hide him again, maybe.
Oh, Wackage right on the back.
And then more
touching
issues.
Faruja now. Oh, we've got drivers joining the shared section as well from GT2. That might get interesting as the GT3s come up behind pre-shot on the shared section.
Wow.
So you can see pre-shot is half a lap behind the leaders at the moment.
Yeah, that's crazy when you see someone in your own class on the shared section.
Yeah,
Ferrugia
something
taking
either
a
went
lot of
terribly wrong
grass
or right.
there.
Oh, this is close. Let's,
bomb.
how do we... There it is. This is what we want to focus on. I should probably put myself over here.
Who'd have
I
thought
wish
it'd
that
be
whackage was strong.
slightly easier to defend in this car because of the size of it?
Whackage is, as the GT1 leaders coming past to lap the GT3s again. Oh, around the outside they've got so much more grip. That's going to spice it up a little bit, because that means our GT1s are going to be all coming past our GT3 leaders. I assume this might be for the last time, or maybe they'll do it one more time before the end. There is your GT1 leader. And here are our top two in GT3, Ferrugia and Whackage. Oh, and there they go.
Yikes. Safely through.
Yeah, Cincino, our reserve driver in GT1, is currently leading. He started out the season in GT5 of all things.
Wow.
Was in
What a climb.
won the GT5 race, then won the next 3 GT4 races, and now is leading the GT1 finale. Should never have been in GT5 to begin with, to be fair.
A future star of MCEC,
Oh, man.
maybe.
Whackage is pushing hard.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the pace at the moment. He just needs to get the move done.
The corner there.
He's got time on his side. He's got
That's what I'm saying though. These cars are not easy to get past. They're massive.
Yeah.
And they slide.
And they're very sort of flat-faced as well. Flat-faced and flat-reared. So there's no, like, when they come together, it's like hitting a brick wall, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy that a championship is coming down to one position for one driver in this race. Whackage started out having the championship. RJ Slow's clawed him back to put it in his hands, and now Whackage needs to do the same again for himself. This was the most exciting championship though. I think the PS5 and PC only have one championship to be decided on each platform. Xbox had
So
GT2
hang
and
around
GT3.
for the PC and PS5 race, folks. It's going to be super interesting, promise.
We've got no four-way title fights on PC or PS5. I mean, you might as well just leave now.
I know, right?
No,
I'm
the
sure
championships
the
that
Twitch staff is gonna love that.
the championships that do have to be decided are still going to be interesting to watch.
Still good racing. It's still multi-class racing.
Yeah, and the teams championships as well need to be decided. I wonder if I can try to figure out the teams championship situation. I think it's too complicated on Xbox at the minute, I think.
We'll do some maths.
Well, I mean, Ferrugia is leading GT3, Turtleboy 4th. This is Richard's Majestic. Who's Richard's Majestic for GT2? Grizzly Dust, I think.
Yes.
And they're in 4th as well.
And Turtle Boy in GT1.
So it's 4th, and 1st. Los Santos Customs are second. I think is Mixman Los Santos Customs Reserve for GT2?
No, Mixman's 24/7.
RBS?
LSC is RBS, yeah.
So that's second, fifth, and third. I think Richard Majestic still win the championship with that.
So we see Master going
Nothing I
for a
can do.
second stop.
Rouge putting a little bit of space in between himself and Wackage now.
It's just so close. Like it can go up and down so much, can't it, with these cars?
It really can. And I mean, we were suggesting that Wackage might have a little bit of pace, just like a little bit, on Ferrugia. At what point do you think the battle isn't worth it? You just jump into the pits,
No.
try to get some fresh air.
The GT1s are coming up on them. So I'd be, because there's a gaggle of GT1s altogether from like 4th place down, or 5th place down, I think. I'd be waiting for them. But then it's impossible, it's so difficult to time it because, I mean,
Because the laps are so long.
the laps are so long, so you just gotta get lucky, I suppose. But Turtle Boy and Jay in GT1 are having a very good battle. You can see it from Jay's perspective here. I think they've both made their 2 stops now.
What just happened?
Turtle Boy has, Jay hasn't.
Oh, okay. So Turtle Boy's just got better pace, I think, in this one.
What am I missing?
leaders.
Wait, what just happened? That Ferrugia's now in 16th.
Have we had some drivers disconnect, or
No disconnections from what I can see.
I can look on
We
there.
have had RBS and Specky both pitting GT2.
Maybe some eagle-eyed viewers noticed what happened.
Must be a
Hold on.
disconnection, right?
Had to have been, right?
It's
Mixman
not shown on
and
the pit
Nord
watcher yet.
have had a few coming together, as I saw from their perspectives, and they've currently dropped behind the top 3 in GT3.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So they both have had their second stops though, as well. So
Yes, please, TS. We can see actually, because we have the Mixman's perspective at least. Oh, they're spectating, is what they're doing. I think they've both decided that they're done. Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have
just
been
dropped
crashing
out of the
into
race.
each other a lot. Maybe they've just decided that.
truce.
Yeah. Oh no, he's Nod's just set Mixman on fire, so I guess no
Oh.
truce. Well, good luck figuring out who gets the points between those two.
Yeah.
Well, it's no points surely, right, for each of them.
They do get points for turning up. That's the rule.
Yeah, but if it's
Oh,
a
Screaming
DNF for both
Skulls
of them.
crashed.
Say let them decide that amongst themselves.
Unless they decide to resume their race, I'll take whoever has the fastest lap.
Oh, man. That was close.
GT1's
these
coming through the
GT1s.
GT3s now.
This is where you'd pit.
That would have been very peculiar if Wackage's teammate happened to take out Ferrugia
Yeah.
accidentally.
You don't lose too much time in the pit stop, so it feels like the GT1s are going to get past them before the pit lane, and you're going to get no advantage from. Yeah, that's kind of it now. This is the tricky. There's not as much you can do with the pit stop strategy-wise on the North Loop. It's just pure pace and racing, really.
Looks like the traffic has been slightly more advantageous to Ferrugia, though. Wackage got a little bit of a tap from Aussie Man, I think. So
Ferrugia's
Ferrugia taking a
pitting.
pit.
Wackage goes on. Okay. Oh, and Aussie man pitted in front, so Wackage comes out. Oh, yeah, that's tricky. Got away with it.
Yeah,
All right,
nicely
so
done from us, man. Well handled.
now we need to bring Farouja's perspective into play.
Ooh.
Ice cream.
Hide copyright. So this is it now. Farouja and Wackage. There's what, 15 minutes left? All GT1 stops are done.
Yep. We're just waiting on GT2. We're waiting on Screaming Skull, F50, and Grizzly Dust. All need to make their second stops. And in GT3, Wackage, RJ Slow, and JJCP need to make their second stops.
That was so funny. From Elite's perspective, trying to overtake the GT3 of pre-shot at the end of the straight, he went to overtake, and then the Tampa GT just started pulling away towards the end of the straight.
Big crash from Wackage! Big crash
no.
from
Missed it.
Wackage. Farouja, right on the back
Farouja's
of him
right
now.
behind him. Oh no.
Wow.
Can someone try to get that clip? Can someone go to Wackage's stream and get a clip? I'd like to see what happened.
I can-
Missed it.
I
Oh,
can-
you
He
clipped
just
it.
clipped the apex.
Clipped the apex. Oh, right when he didn't need that to happen.
I've popped it in the commentary chat for you, bruv.
Thank you. Oh, clips the apex. Oh, that's painful.
Yeah.
That's kind of it now, isn't it?
Well,
Well, you never know.
yeah.
Anything can happen.
Wackage needs to pull out a pit stop on Farouja. I'm just trying to be realistic, man.
Anything can happen, particularly in these cars, as we've seen.
Yeah.
True,
some of
it's
our
true.
drivers, so.
Farouja
Plus,
could
we've
have a
got-
massive crash and have to
got-
respawn off the cliff or something.
We've got literal fighter jets on the track at the moment, driving
my
through
gosh.
these cars as well. So
Yeah.
Firebolt just went past Farouja so fast, too.
yeah, yeah, but it's going to come back on the straight because of the higher top speed.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, you're right, Agnew. All right.
See,
So
we're going to see some more
These are looking
airtime
pretty
from these
comfy.
GT ones.
This is the section, though, that you want to keep a close eye. Which are where the most issues, I feel like, happen for these cars.
yeah, Wackage taking a lot of bumps over that section there.
I think that was Ed for Life, I think, off the side of the track, just pulling off to make sure that he doesn't interrupt the lead battle.
That's how you blue flag, baby.
Yeah. I wonder how many laps we've got to go. Maybe 2 for the GT ones? Nord and Mixman have continued their battle. I'm guessing
that's
they
fun.
want to at least find out who wins between the two of them.
So Timmington
howl
has
out
just
now.
said